Welcome to our English lesson. Today, we will practice our listening and speaking skills and also learn some interesting vocabulary and expressions. Our story for today is Big Lesson. Listen carefully. Big Lesson.
Hi, I'm Grace. I want to tell you a story about myself. Last night, I went to watch a volleyball match with my friends. It was crowded there, and an hour after leaving the stadium, I got a fever and started coughing. That night, I took an antibiotic pill and went to sleep. Because the last time I caught a cold, the doctor prescribed me antibiotics. This morning, I woke up and took another antibiotic pill. A few hours have passed, and I still have a fever. I opened my phone and booked an appointment to see a doctor. The appointment is for 4 p.m. I ate lunch, put on a face mask, and took a taxi to the medical clinic. Usually, I use public transportation, but this time I took a taxi to avoid being in public places since I might infect others. After about 20 minutes, I arrived at the clinic. I entered and sat down in a chair. After a few minutes, it was my turn. I entered the doctor's office. We greeted each other, and I told him that I was in the stadium last night, caught a cold there, then took antibiotics and came here. The doctor said, "First of all, you shouldn't take antibiotics on your own because it's dangerous, and there's a risk of bacteria becoming resistant to antibiotics. Also, it's unlikely that you caught a cold in the volleyball stadium, because if the cold virus enters your body, it doesn't take effect immediately. A certain amount of time must pass." Then the doctor examined me and said, "The cause of your cold is viral. Additionally, sometimes a bacterial infection may follow a viral cold, and doctors might prescribe antibiotics to treat this bacterial infection, but not always. For your cold, you should have a very good diet, drink plenty of water, and rest for a few days so your body can defeat this virus by itself and become resistant to it. Fortunately, you don't need antibiotics." I thanked the doctor and returned home to rest, and after a few days, I fully recovered.
Interesting vocabulary and expressions. Before we practice our speaking skills, let's learn interesting English words from the story we have just covered to improve our English.
Crowded means there are a lot of people or things in a limited space. Example, the bus was so crowded that I couldn't find a seat. Coughing is when you make a sudden, noisy expulsion of air from your lungs to clear your throat or airways. Example, she was coughing a lot because she caught a cold. Fever is when your body temperature is higher than normal, usually a sign of illness. Example, he stayed home from school because he had a fever and wasn't feeling well. Prescribe means to tell someone what medicine or treatment they need for an illness or condition. Example, the doctor will prescribe some antibiotics to help you get better. Appointment is a scheduled time to meet with someone or go to a specific place. Example, I have an appointment with my dentist tomorrow afternoon. Public transportation refers to any system of transportation that is available for use by the general public, such as buses, trains, or subways. Example, I take public transportation to work every day because I don't have a car. A face mask is a covering for the nose and mouth, often made of cloth or paper, worn to protect against the spread of germs or pollutants. Example, I always wear a face mask when I go to crowded places to stay safe. To infect means to pass on germs or a disease to someone else. Example, if you don't wash your hands regularly, you may infect others with your cold. To greet means to say hello or welcome someone. Example: when I saw my friend at the party, I greeted her with a big smile and a hug. Resistant means not easily affected or damaged by something. Example: this jacket is resistant to water, so you can wear it even in the rain. Examine means to look at something closely or carefully in order to learn more about it. Example: the doctor will examine your throat to see if you have a strep infection. Defeat means to beat or overcome someone or something in a competition, battle, or challenge. Example: despite their best efforts, the team couldn't defeat their rivals in the championship game.
Great job. You did well. Now, click on the left video to practice your speaking skills with Grace, or click on the right video to watch a new wonderful story.